The Liberals moved to amend some election laws today, but there is still no sign of the sweeping changes they promised before taking power. CTV News has learned a committee looking into changing our electoral system will call for a referendum so voters can decide. As CTV's Kevin Gallagher reports, that recommendation may never pan out.
In the last election, the Liberals promised to change the way Canadians vote.
We are committed to ensuring that the 2015 election will be the last federal election using first past the post.
CTV News has learned the parliamentary committee studying electoral reform will recommend a national referendum on the issue.
The overwhelming number of people who came to us asked for change and asked for a proportional voting system in Canada.
But that's something the Liberals are against.
I don't believe that a referendum is the best way to go about having a really complex conversation about an important public policy issue like electoral reform.
The Conservatives say this shows the Liberals aren't serious about keeping their promise.
If the minister is against that, it's sad, but let the committee finish the work.
This bill is intended to repeal the unfair elements of the Fair Elections Act.
The Democratic Institutions Minister introduced changes today to a Conservative law she says prevented some Canadians from casting a ballot last election.
We want more people voting. We want to include more people in our democratic institutions.
This proposed legislation promises to make it easier for voters without ID to cast a ballot and expanding the right to vote to 1 million Canadians living abroad. Currently, Canadian expats out of the country for more than 5 years can't vote.
Just because they're living abroad doesn't mean that they've forgotten about this place.
The Electoral Reform Committee report is due next week. And with the Liberals already saying no to a referendum, Lisa, opposition parties say the government already has its mind made up.
All right, Kevin Gallagher on Parliament Hill tonight. Thank you, Kevin.